The philosophy of healing is a simple one. When we allow ourselves to heal, we open the gates to our highest path, the one already written for us by God and in light. Through that path, life becomes softer. We find more of the sacred moments meant to be savored, and fewer of the painful ones that once shaped us. We are all called to walk through storms that seemed they would never end. It is common life experience that is woven into our very fabric as humans and shapes our experiences. At some point, most will experience the dark nights that seem to stretch for years, the kind that test one's very will to rise. Some may have wept until the tears became prayers, and others prayed until the pain became peace. Behind a gentle soul is often a story that has not been an easy one that has been carved from heartbreak and hardship, from lessons that arrived cloaked in loss, and from grief that has carried more than its share of suffering. In these moments of despair, it can feel easier to believe you may be cursed by misfortune, but this is far from it. In time, you come to learn you are being refined. The healing path often brings harsh lessons. These lessons and experiences can make you believe you must change yourself, may lead you to believe you must be broken or not worthy. And so you became smaller to be loved. You shaped yourself into what the world deemed acceptable. But each act of shrinking takes you further away from yourself. At some point, you have veered so far off the path you no longer recognize your surrounds or yourself. This is often when God steps in and commences the divine dismantling, intending to strip you bare of everything that is not you until you come to discover the holiness of your own being and that you were never separate from God. The healing path will keep presenting itself to those who feel they do not belong, to those running from their inner wounds, guiding those in that running to abandon the run from themselves. It encourages them to realize that avoidance is not comfort, and that pain is the invitation, not a familiar companion. Trying to escape through distraction and denial is all but a patient teacher. It will wait as long as it must until you are ready to turn inward and listen. When it feels like you can't possibly take another step, when you feel as though God itself has abandoned you and your prayers have been laid to rest not on the ears of the divine, when you find yourself asking to be spared from more pain, you will find yourself close, and though you may hear no voice, you will be held. For every time you break, something deeper in you will be born, something truer, quieter, closer to God. To know truth before one is ready to live, it is its own kind of burden. Do not hurry, do not quicken your step. Time is irrelevant on the healing path. You must come in your own way and time to see your own patterns before you can change them. If you listen with a quiet soul and gentle heart, you will sense the storms before you seek shelter. Trust in this knowing and grace, for it will lead you toward understanding. You see, healing does not come to punish us. It comes to return us. Every heartbreak, every betrayal is an invitation in disguise, a sacred summons to come home to love. And the hardest forgiveness, the most humbling grace, is learning to forgive oneself. For every time you have abandoned your own heart, the road is not pretty and can appear long. But even in the chaos, the divine is always at work. Every scar you acquire, you will come to carry glowing like a lantern. reminding you that you once walked through darkness and found your way back to light. So, if your heart is weary, you are not alone. If your soul is tired of running, it is safe to slow the pace. If you feel the divine calling to healing, breathe. No, it is not by accident. Perhaps that time has come. And if you hear something inside you whisper, then know this. It is a divine calling that it is your time. You are not late. You are being called. Walk gently and with faith. The divine walks with you.